Hello, welcome to the channel. Now in today's video I'm going to show you how you can use a keyboard and mouse with your Nintendo Switch OLED. Now every time I do one of these videos I get asked the same questions, all of which I'm going to answer right now. And the biggest one being, is it cheating? Well, for me, if you use it in games like Fortnite and Overwatch, then it does give you an unfair advantage. But, and it's a very big but, sometimes there are people out there that need to use a keyboard and mouse for accessibility reasons. Therefore for them it's not really cheating as much as essential, and it allows people to play games who can't play games due to physically not being able to hold a controller, and that is a good thing. I also think in games like single player games such as Minecraft, then no harm is done. And remember, PlayStation and Xbox have started getting native controller support for keyboard and mouse, so it's becoming more and more the norm. The other question I get is, will I get banned? And my answer is this: I can't say you won't, but I can say that the Switch thinks you're using a pro controller, not a keyboard and mouse. So join me as we take a look on how to use a keyboard and mouse for the Nintendo Switch OLED using this, the VX aimbox from GameSir. So let's turn up the lights, put this down on the tech desk, and get to work on using a keyboard and mouse for our Nintendo Switch OLEDs. Welcome down onto the tech desk. As we said in the introduction, we're going to be connecting a keyboard and mouse to our Nintendo Switch OLEDs. So the first bit, we're just going to run through the hardware that you need, then I'm going to connect it to the Switch, and then we're going to run through, just going to jump into a game of Minecraft, and then what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the app as well, because that's the reason why I've chosen this adapter. If you want to use a keyboard and mouse on a Nintendo Switch, you need a keyboard and mouse adapter. It won't work by just plugging it into the USB port, so you need some sort of adapter. And I've chosen this one. This is the GameSir VX aimbox. I mean, it's called aimbox, very close to aimbot, isn't it? Which is conducive of cheating. Okay, but as we said, a lot of people just need this for accessibility reasons, which has got to be a good thing. And the reason why this one as well, it's got a few quality of life features that I really, really like. On the front here are 3 USB ports. One is for the keyboard or the mouse, and the one over this side is the keyboard or the mouse, okay? So brilliant. So it doesn't matter which one you plug the keyboard or the mouse into. And this one here is for a controller, but with the Switch you don't need a controller for this. You just plug the keyboard and the mouse in there. If you're using it for Xbox or PlayStation, you're going to need to plug an official controller into there. So for the Switch, we're only going to be focusing on these 2 here. Okay, so that's all you get in the box with that. I'll leave links down below where you can get hold of this, okay? So go and have a look for the latest prices. And obviously you're going to need a mouse and a keyboard. And I always get asked, will this mouse work? Will that mouse work? It should. Every single mouse should work. And what I've done to kind of highlight this is I've picked this one. This mouse cost me about £5. It's a non-branded, generic, rubbish mouse, really. I found it at the back of the cupboard and I pulled this one out to use. And then a keyboard as well, again the same thing. I've not used any of my Logitech stuff today. We're going to be rocking that mouse and this keyboard. This is a Dell keyboard. This came packaged with a PC years ago, so it's a very, very old keyboard. Okay, so we're going to be using this one as well. So the first thing to do is basically you want to disconnect everything. So I've got my Switch up here and I've got my Pro controller currently connected. The first thing you're going to do is going to go over to controllers, and then you go hit change grip order, which means this is now disconnected. So we've got nothing connected, okay? Then all you're going to do is you're going to get your GameSir and you're going to plug it into any one of the USBs on your dock, and this will start lighting up. And there's a button on the top there. You can change that to whatever color you want. So let's go for the flashing, the breathing, different colors, just because I like that one. And as we said, keyboard and mouse in there, or keyboard and mouse in there. So let's get the mouse first. And again, this is another quality of life feature. Let's get the USB, poke that in. If you want to, you can just flip it over 180 and poke it in. It doesn't matter which way it goes round. It fits in there beautifully. Okay, so really, really nice. Then what you're going to do is going to get your keyboard, plug it in. This one doesn't matter which side it goes in the keyboard, and this one doesn't matter which way it goes up. So plug that in, and then if we watch that, there we go, it's already connected. Okay, so we've already connected it. I know that escape is home, so if I press escape on home, we've got the WASD, like that, and even look, we just show that the mouse works as well. This will be the right stick. Okay, there we go, connected. Dead simple. What we're going to do now is we're just going to go and jump into a game of Minecraft. So here we are then, we're in Minecraft, as you can see. I've done nothing. I've literally plugged the keyboard and the mouse into the GameSir and the GameSir into the Switch dock, as we did before. I've not touched any of the settings at all, okay? And here we are, look. The only thing is, off the bat, is your sensitivity. Look at that, I'm moving that about 10 centimeters and it's hardly moving in the game. So we're gonna need to change up, which we'll talk about later in the app. But as you can see, great. Okay, there we go. Fantastic. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to whip over to the app just so we can change some settings. We'll get this sensitivity knocked up just to show you how you can do that. But again, as I said, I'm not going to go through all of the settings with the Minecraft. What I'll do is I'll do that for a later video for my preferred settings for Minecraft, for keyboard and mouse settings on the GameSir in Minecraft. So do subscribe for that, for the settings for this. But yeah, really, really pleased with this. So here we are then, here we have the app, and all you do is go to your respective app store, iOS or Google, download the GameSir app, and then when you fire it up, it will actually know that you're in range of this one. So it says here VRX aimbox. If it doesn't, you just select that at the top, and it has all of the GameSir kind of things listed there. But you won't, it'll say just connect, and then it will connect to this. First thing to do is hit update firmware, just to make sure you're on the latest firmware for your box. Then all you're going to do is click modify, and then when you're in the modify, you've got all of the games here. I mean, you could play about with these, but these are kind of like the standard, the stock ones that they've built in. So what we're going to do is we're going to configure Minecraft. And then once you've hit configure Minecraft, here it is, you want to add one there. So you hit add, and then we're going to call it test. Okay, so call it test, and we're going to add, because that's the basic one that they've set up. We're going to change it with test, just so we've got one we can play about with. And here is where you can change all of the buttons. So if you hit modify down the bottom right, there we go. We got the configuration, so you got mouse. So this is where you change all your mouse. So the sensitivity, remember we did this sensitivity that was a bit slow. It was only on 50, so you can whack that right up if you want to. The smoothness, the curve, you can invert the y-axis if you need to. And then just save it, and that'll be saved to your test profile. And then you can change the ADS, switch ADS, hold to ADS, sensitivity and the delay. And then the joystick, you can do click or long press, a character movement speed. And then the key settings here as well. This is where you would change, so like if you wanted space to be something else, this is where you would change it. So space is currently B, so you would select B. If you wanted space to be A, all you do is select A. Okay, and then it tells you, because A is another function, so ignore that space, and we'll put space back onto B. Okay, so this is where you'll change it, and you can change this to your heart's content. It is a fantastic app. There's plenty of keybinds you can do, plenty of options that you can do just on this app. And then all you do is you save it, and this will be saved to the GameSir. And then all you do, go away and play about with it. If you don't like it, play it. Change it again and have a bit of a play about, so you can do this on the fly. Absolutely superb app. Then once you've done that and you wanted to do a different app, maybe you wanted to do Knives Out or Overwatch or Fortnite, all you do is you hit config again, and then you add one. We'd call it test Fortnite. Okay, add that one, and then you've got test Fortnite there, and that's your test for your Minecraft. There's your test for your Fortnite. Perfect. Absolutely superb. So there we have it then. That was how you can use a keyboard and mouse dead easy with the Switch OLED. I've been using the GameSir VX aimbox. I'll be doing a video on the aimbox 2 if you want to subscribe. There are loads of adapters out there, but if you do want to use a keyboard and a mouse to play games on the OLED, you do need an adapter. You can't just plug it in. Okay, that's it then. Thanks very much. Do stick your thumbs up if you found this video helpful. Do subscribe if you're new around here, and until the next video, bye-bye.